I'm Paul with another Bag and Board fight, and today I'm talking about Blackhawks. I was a big fan of G.I. Joe as a kid. I believe we all were at bagandboard.com. Mike Costa got his name in the comic book world by writing the great IDW G.I. Joe Cobra books. So when it was announced that he'd be writing a book over at DC, and it was going to be Blackhawks, which was going to take place in the present time with a covert ops kind of science fiction slash high-ring kind of deal in DCU. I'm like, oh cool, he's going to be writing G.I. Joe for the DCU. And that's what you get here in Blackhawks. Unfortunately, I didn't realize how important it was for me to actually like those little plastic figurines and actually know all the names of those characters before watching the show G.I. Joe, for me to have a feeling of connection with those characters. Yes, Scarlett's a redhead, and that's easy to know. Shipwreck is the guy wearing a sailor's outfit. That's all you need, and that gives you the connection to those characters. Unfortunately, Mike Costa does not give you any connection with the characters in here. I'm looking for Lady Blackhawk because she was awesome in Birds of Prey. They mention her. I don't know if I see her or not, because they really had a hard time actually pointing out who is who, other than the Irishman, who they call Irish, who's not actually Irish, he's Ukrainian. Why confuse me, Mike Costa? Also, a little bit confusing is the art, probably because it was split up by layouts being done by Graham Nolan, and then the finishes being done by Ken Lashley. I'm going to point out their names on the cover. You probably can't read it. But anyways, it definitely feels like sometimes when layouts are done by one person and the finishes are done by the other, the figure drawing kind of might get lost in the translation where the action is supposed to be happening in the panel. There's quite a few panels that, especially on the first page here, with Irish kicking guy in the face while firing a gun. It just looks awkward and weird. And there's a lot of panels where I'm not sure if it's a big deal or not, story-wise, why they have like the concrete hand in the wall. I'm not sure if these characters are metahuman or they're supposed to be normal people, just without powers. So them having a hand imprint, and that's got a whole panel. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to take worry or note of that. Also, it is a little weird since it's supposed to be this super secret organization, yet they still have the Blackhawk symbol painted on their getaway vehicle, their helicopter plane thingy. It's the future, so it could be a hovercraft for all I know. And somebody snaps a picture of it, and that's a huge no, oh no, this is a big deal. I think a spy organization, somebody deep undercover, wouldn't have a giant logo on their plane. I'm just saying. Does Air Force One even have Air Force One written on it? I think it's just the president's logo, right? But that's kind of my take from Blackhawks. Interested enough to see where it goes, but kind of let down. Probably too much hype from myself from Mike Costa's great G.I. Joe run. I would say read that if you haven't already. And if you were a really big fan of that, then continue on with Blackhawks. But if you don't want to, if G.I. Joe doesn't interest you, and G.I. Joe doesn't interest you in the DCU, then it's probably worth skipping. Alright, until next time, please send us an email, contact@bagandboardcats.com. I'm Paul, and I'm Go Joe.